What's up, guys? We are back again, and we are finally going to be talking about the second episode of the final season of Attack on Titan. So, first off, I'd like to know what you guys thought about it thus far. Even if you haven't, go check it out, and then let me know what you think about it either way down in the comments down below. But right now, it does leave off right where it did on the very last episode, where the gang in the basement. Again, this is really interesting how so much talking happened in this episode while literally we see a war happening in front of our eyes, where uh, everyone's talking about, okay, is Aaron doing this out of his own free will, or is he doing this to try to protect everybody? And Mika-san even stated that she thinks that she's only being loyal to Aaron because of her being Ackerman, and even later she doesn't even put on her scarf that Aaron gave her. So we don't know exactly what her choice is going to be, but they all start trying to run up to get out. But then we see where they finally stop one of these soldiers, and they tell him, "Look, do you want our help or not to save Aaron?" And when that happens, we see where finally they release everybody, all the officers, even Falco, and they even say, "Okay, look, if we want to be if we want to win, then we have to work together. We have no choice but to work together." And that's when, of course, the commander comes up with an idea of anyone that drank the wine stay with him. Then we're going to give all the Odin gear to everybody else that's going to need it. So it's going to be rather interesting in this, because we even see Gabby and Falco's older brother try to go after him, which in the episode we do see, which again I'm going to try to I'm kind of going back and forth what happened this episode, because again there was more talking than action, because I feel like that there was a lot more to be shown, I guess, for the story, because we see where they're even wondering why Aaron did this, and maybe it's because he is so hell-bent on trying to make things right. And we even see where Aaron's still going up against Raynar, and then when that happens, we see even he knocks down the Jaw Titan, and then we see where Raynar is still trying to stop him, and he keeps telling him to give up. But then as soon as it looks like between Raynar and even Aaron just comes in, about ready to take this man's jaw off. And the next thing you know, Zeke shows up and starts slamming rocks into everybody and tells Aaron to leave it alone, I'll take care of it. And when this happens, we see where he gets down all the airships, starts attacking everybody, and we even see where the rest of the rest of the groups starts attacking the Marley army themselves. Now, I will say what's rather interesting in this is because we got to see how Aaron really didn't talk much. He pretty much, as soon as it happens, he's just trying to walk to Zeke the entire time. He's just walking to Zeke the entire time. So, and Zeke's like, we're almost done with our plan. Our plan's coming together. And then as soon as this happens, we see where Falco actually gets out into the open, where Gabby and his older brother finds him. And we see where Mr. Nile actually sees them and gives Falco away, like, hey, here you go, like, go back to your home, we're not as bad as you think. And at the same time, there's no place for a child, is the words he uses. And it's really cool. And I will say it's kind of interesting how that they hide out, and then they're like, okay, we gotta find a way out. And then he tells them about accidentally drinking the spinal fluid, because if Zeke yells, then everyone that drank it is going to become a Titan. Now what we see is finally Falco finally being truthful with his feelings, towards Gabby, because she even comes to a conclusion, which again is kind of interesting how it finally took her the entire conclusion of realizing that, yeah, these people aren't that bad, that they're not devils like they thought. And after talking about that, and then understanding the way Raynar felt, as well as also the way Falco feels, where he wants to get his feelings out in the open, because if he doesn't, then he's going to turn into a Titan. He doesn't want anything to be left unsaid, because he even said he wants to marry her, he wants to be with her and have a happy life, that way she doesn't have to become a Titan. Now, what I will say is the character, the character Yelena, she was really creepy in this episode. I'm gonna say that right now. She was so damn creepy in this episode. She literally grabs, yeah, and you guys should know what I'm talking about. And just gives this look, and the look says it all. Like, it's just creepy. It's very intimidating. It's like, what the hell? And it makes you wonder, what in the hell? I mean, because again, Yelena doesn't even look like a girl. I mean, let's be honest, she doesn't. And kind of has like the same haircut as you know who. So it kind of makes me wonder exactly what was the whole purpose of this character. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy this episode, but it was kind of boring a little bit, because I was like, okay, I'm not wanting to see the drama part of it. And we see where Mika-san, we see Armin, we see everyone trying to handle the Marley soldiers, and they are, but they're also pinned down because they're trying to get to Eren, and Eren's trying to get to Zeke. Now, I honestly think that either one of them is trying to eat the other. That way they can inherit the Beast Titan as well as the Royal Blood, or vice versa with what Zeke wants to do with Eren. That way they can find all the bloodlines can become into one, and he can do what they got to do to stop the war. So we do have where Reinar, as well as the Jaw Titan, tries to stop Eren to try to get to Zeke. That doesn't work due to Zeke still throwing boulders at him. And then when this happens, we see where the Crawl Titan, the Cart Titan, somehow looks like she's dead. She's not. She's playing a trap on them. As soon as she turns, she blasts Zeke right in the damn neck, and he falls to the floor while the rest of the group is trying to take her out. So we're going to be seeing that in the next episode, and right now we're just still trying to see Zeke try to get to Eren, and right now we don't know if he's going to yell or not to release the spinal fluid in the Titans. So that is what happened in this episode. Now again, this episode was kind of off and on for me. I don't think that this was the best episode. I still think that this was again, it makes you really wonder what the hell's going on. It makes you wonder what exactly Yelena wants from Eren. It makes you wonder what exactly Eren is wanting, what his real mission is. It makes you wonder if he's really still loyal to his friends as well. So, I don't know. But either way, we're going to have next week. Hopefully, we're going to have a little more action next week. I think that they're focusing more on side characters right now, so that way we can focus on the main characters rather soon. Honestly, I don't care about Falco. I don't care about Gabby. I don't care about Yelena. I don't care about the Cart Titan. I don't care about the Jaw Titan. I want to see the fight between Reinar as well as Eren, and then I also want to see what the hell Eren's plan is and what the hell Zeke's up to. That is really what I'm caring about in this. That is really what I'm caring about in Attack on Titan right now. I think Attack on Titan really tugs on the heartstrings of its fans to stick around and see what we're going to get. And I feel like they give us more drama, and they give us more story of what's going on during a freaking war, up top, when, you got Titans battling out. And you just like, oh, well, we don't understand. You're just talking in a freaking basement when there's a fucking war going on, man. It's so stupid. And that's why I kind of had an issue with the last part of last week's episode and this episode, because it just feels like you're having a board meeting rather than going out there and talking about a goddamn war when you know what to do. You got to go do it. And they're like, oh, well, we don't know what to do. This is what we're going to do. It doesn't take long to figure out what you're going to do. That's just me. But I don't know, guys. You guys know how I am when I do review. I don't script it. I don't write it out. I'm speaking my mind. If you guys like it, okay, fine. Maybe I didn't get everything that happened in this episode. That's fine. If I didn't, please tell me something maybe I did not see in this episode. That's perfectly fine. Either way, what are your thoughts about it down in the comments down below? I'd like to know down in the comments. What are you guys thinking about the season so far? Has it been great? Has it been boring? Has it been mediocre? What are your thoughts? I'd like to know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one.